Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Algorithm Mind. My name is Asan Khoram and in this channel I teach programming skills in Python, MATLAB and R programming. I also teach theoretical concept as well as practical programming skills in data science, data analysis. So I request you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell icon button so you can get the notification as soon as I publish a video. So I have been publishing a series of tutorial videos regarding R programming. My R tutorials are specifically designed for those people who are just starting with R language and they want to learn that language from scratch. So in today's video, I'm going to give you an introduction to dplyr in R programming. So dplyr is a powerful and popular package for data manipulation. It provides a set of functions that help you to solve the most common data manipulation challenges which we are going to actually exercise in this tutorial. So in this tutorial, we are going to see we are going to cover installation and loading of dplyr, key functions in dplyr, and then finally we will use practical examples to demonstrate how to use this function. So for those of you who don't have actually installed a dplyr package in their R environment, you will simply have to use this R statement here, install.packages, and within those round brackets we will pass the library name which is dplyr. Once you have actually installed that package, you are simply going to load that packages using this R statement here, library, within those round brackets dplyr. And we are also going to use and load the table package for better output readability. So we are going to import table package as well. Let me just run this block of code for you. Now, to get started with dplyr, you first need to install and load the package. You can install it using ccrane using the install command, or once installed, load the package with library dir. We also use table package for better readability of data frames table. So this is how you actually create a data frame using table. So first of all, we are going to initialize a variable named data, and then we are going to assign its value by using this R statement here, which is a function call that initializes a table. And how we are going to create a data frame in table. First of all, we are going to pass indices. Then we are going to pass the columns and their associated values in the form of vector. So if you can see that name is equal to C, Alice, Bob, Charlie, David, and Eva. Basically, this is a vector of name. And then we have age with the vector value of 24, 30, 35, 40, and 29. So, and score. So this is how you can actually use table and define a data frame in R programming. Finally, I'm going to print that data by using print function. Let me just run this block of code for you. Now you see that we have actually a table, a data frame, where their respective IDs, name, age, and score. So first of all, let's discuss about some core functions in dplyr. Here are some of the core functions provided by dplyr. We have select function that selects specific column. Then we have filter function that filter rows based on a specific condition. Then we have mutate function that add new column or transfer existing one. Then we have arrange rows in a specific order. Then we have summarize data. And finally, we have group data for summarization. So we will go over each of the specific functions step by step and with an example, so you can actually understand how you can actually use dplyr package in R programming. So first of all, let's discuss about select columns. The select function is used to choose a specific column from a data frame. For example, to select only the name and the score of the column from our sample data frame, we are going to use select function. So first of all, I'm going to declare or initialize a variable named selected data. Then I'm going to equate its value by calling the function select, and I'm passing two input arguments. The first input argument is actually the data we have already created, and the second input argument are the column names. So in our case, the column names will be name and score. So basically there are two input arguments, column names and data. So that's how you select a specific column from a table data frame. Then I'm going to finally print the value of selected data. Now you can see that it has only name and score. The filter function allows you to subset rows based on a specific condition. For instance, to filter the row where the age is greater than 30. So how we are going to do that? First of all, we are going to initialize a variable named filter data. Then we are going to create its value by calling the function filter and passing two input argument. The first input argument is actually the data, and the second input argument is actually an expression or a condition that filters the data on specific category. For example, it will only give you the data that where the age is greater than 30. And finally, I'm going to print that value. Now you can see that it has only displayed those rows where the age was actually above 30. Okay. So let's move on and discuss about mutate function. The mutate function is used to create a new column or transform existing one. For example, to add a new column, score squared, which is the square of the score column. So what we are going to do, first of all, we are going to initialize a column variable named mutated data. Then we are going to assign its value by calling the mutate function. When we are passing two input argument, the first input argument is actually the data, and the second input argument is column name is equal to the value of the column name. So in data we have score. We want every element to be the square of that score. So that's how you mutate our data and create a new column using mutate function. Let me just run this block of code for you. That's how. Now let's move on and discuss about arrange function that lets you sort the rows in data frame to arrange the rows in descending order of score. It's quite easy to do. We will first initialize a variable name, then you're going to assign a value by calling arrange function and passing two input argument. The first input argument will be the data, and the second input argument is actually how you actually want to sort this data frame. So in our case, we are sorting it in descending order based on score column. So let me just run this block of code for you. Now you can see that the data has been actually sorted based on the column score in descending order. The next function we are going to discuss is summarize function. That summarize function is used to create a summary statics. For example, to calculate the average score of all values. So in order to do that, first of all, initialize a variable name, then call the summarize function and pass two input argument. The first one is actually the data, and the second input argument will be what value you want to calculate, which is actually mean score. Okay, so that's how you use summarize data function. Finally, the most important one which we are going to discuss is group data. So we are going to initialize a variable named group data, then we are going to equate its value, and we are using pipe operator. What does actually pipe operator do? It takes the data from the left hand side and assign as an input to right hand side. So by doing that, now we can use the group by function where we are using if else statement, and we are grouping data based on age. And we see like if the age is greater than 30, it will assign above 30 to it, and if the age is less than 30, it will assign 30 or below. And then we are using that group classes to summarize there and calculate their average score value of that group data. Then let me just run this block of code for you. Now you can see that we have two groups of data where age is 30 or below and age is above 30, and we have calculated the average score value. So these are some of the introduction to dplyr package in R. I hope this tutorial have been helpful. If you want to ask any question, feel free to write down a comment. I will be happy to help you out. And I will soon be posting more tutorial videos regarding R programming fundamental as well as advanced complete case studies of data analysis. So I request you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell icon button. I will soon catch you in the next video.